Capricorn stands as the Zodiac's steadfast architect, equipped with hidden strengths that propel them to summits others only dream of reaching. Born between December 22 and January 19 under Saturn's watchful eye, Capricorns inherit a celestial blueprint for building empires of ambition, brick by strategic brick. They view life as a mountain climb, recognizing that glory lies not in the peak itself but in the resilience, wisdom, and character forged along the ascent. In this exploration, we'll uncover 16 of Capricorn's hidden powers, beginning with the foundational virtues that make them unstoppable: unwavering discipline, impeccable reliability, strategic patience, practical ambition, and solid determination. As we unfold each blessing, you'll discover how Capricorn's blend of tireless effort and stoic grace offers a masterclass in achieving lasting success and forging a legacy that stands the test of time. 1. Unwavering discipline. At the heart of Capricorn's power lies an unshakable discipline that transforms lofty dreams into tangible realities. They structure their days with meticulous routines, rising early to plan the hours ahead, carving out uninterrupted time for deep work, and rigorously tracking progress toward long-term goals. When distractions arise, Capricorn's inner Saturnine sentinel stands watch, gently but firmly steering them back onto their chosen path. This steadfast focus extends beyond tasks to personal habits. They maintain physical fitness, financial prudence, and continual self-improvement, each discipline reinforcing the next. Challenges that derail others become mere tests of consistency for Capricorn. They view setbacks as signals to double down, adjusting tactics without abandoning their vision. Through unwavering discipline, Capricorn teaches us that excellence is not an accident of talent but the inevitable product of persistent, humble effort invested day after purposeful day. 2. Impeccable reliability. Capricorns cultivate a reputation for reliability so rock-solid that colleagues, friends, and family rest assured their commitments will be honored without fail. When they accept a responsibility, leading a project, mentoring an intern, or simply lending a listening ear, they show up fully prepared, punctually, and with a readiness to deliver excellence. This reliability springs from a deep-seated respect for others' time and trust, a moral fiber reinforced by Saturn's stern influence. They handle crisis situations with calm competence, calmly executing contingency plans rather than succumbing to panic. Over time, Capricorn's consistent dependability becomes a silent force multiplier. Collaborators plan around their reliability, knowing it reduces risk. Loved ones draw emotional security from Capricorn's steadfast presence, and leadership roles naturally gravitate toward them because they simply get things done. This power of impeccable reliability reminds us that trust, once earned and nurtured, becomes the bedrock of every lasting relationship and endeavor. 3. Strategic patience. While many rush toward immediate gratification, Capricorn excels in strategic patience, an ability to wait, calculate, and strike at precisely the right moment. They map out 5-year plans, 10-year visions, and even lifetime ambitions, recognizing that true mastery unfolds over seasons rather than sprinted miles. In investments, they favor slow-growing assets that appreciate steadily over high-risk gambles, understanding that compounding gains stem from time and careful stewardship. In careers, they deliberate over each promotion, choosing opportunities that build cumulative expertise rather than chasing flashy titles. Their patience extends to relationships and personal growth. They nurture trust gradually and learn skills through sustained practice rather than quick hacks. This strategic patience defies cultural impatience, demonstrating that lasting achievements seldom spring from shortcuts. Instead, they blossom through deliberate timing and the quiet confidence to let ideas mature until they're truly ready to flourish. 4. Practical ambition. Capricorn's ambition is never unchecked or grandiose. It is grounded in an unerring sense of practical application. They dream expansively, founding companies, leading philanthropic endeavors, or mastering new disciplines, yet every aspiration is paired with a concrete plan. They break grand visions into achievable milestones, calculate resource requirements, and build support networks before launching initiatives. When new technologies or economic shifts emerge, Capricorn evaluates them through a pragmatic lens, integrating innovations only when they serve long-term stability and growth. Their ambition shines in everyday contexts. They set budgets they can meet, career goals aligned with market realities, and personal challenges that stretch skills without causing burnout. By marrying lofty goals with down-to-earth pragmatism, Capricorn exemplifies how practical ambition turns inspirational ideas into sustainable success stories. 5. Solid determination. Above all, Capricorn possesses a core of solid determination that defies odds and outlasts adversity. When obstacles threaten to derail progress, economic downturns, competitive pressures, or personal crises, their resolve hardens like mountain rock, providing an inner fortress of resilience. They confront setbacks head-on, conducting honest assessments of failures and forging revised strategies fortified by lessons learned. This determination manifests in stories of startups rebuilt from bankruptcy, academic trajectories revived after setbacks, and personal transformations achieved despite daunting barriers. Their perseverance is not blind stubbornness, rather, it is an informed courage born of experience, a trust that every challenge carries a lesson essential to the journey. Through solid determination, Capricorn teaches us that true victory belongs to those who refuse to yield, and that each step forward, no matter how small, cements the path toward our greatest aspirations. 6. Analytical foresight. Capricorns have an uncanny ability to peer through the fog of the present and trace the faint outlines of tomorrow's landscape, turning raw data into strategic insights that guide decisions with near-prescient accuracy. They begin by immersing themselves in relevant information, industry reports, historical performance metrics, economic indicators, and even subtle social currents, and then chart correlations that reveal hidden patterns. This deep dive analysis is followed by scenario mapping, where they sketch multiple plausible futures, assign probabilities to each, and develop contingency frameworks that ensure readiness no matter which path materializes. They don't rest until their models account for best and worst-case possibilities, stress-test assumptions, and incorporate qualitative insights such as shifting cultural attitudes or emerging technological disruptions. By doing so, Capricorns transform uncertainty into a navigable terrain, advising colleagues and stakeholders on optimal resource allocation, timing of product launches, and strategic pivots before competitors even recognize the turning point. When economic headwinds arise, they have already adjusted investment portfolios. When regulatory landscapes shift, they have compliance roadmaps ready to deploy. Their analytical foresight is neither an accident nor mere intellectual curiosity, it's a meticulously honed discipline that marries rigorous research with disciplined intuition. In this way, Capricorn demonstrates that the power to foresee and prepare for change is not reserved for oracles but is accessible to anyone willing to invest in systematic analysis and disciplined scenario planning. 7. Resourceful planning. Building on their foresight, Capricorns excel at converting vision into reality through resourceful, granular planning that accounts for every conceivable variable. They approach major undertakings, from multi-million-dollar capital projects to community outreach initiatives, by breaking them into phased milestones, each with defined deliverables, assigned responsibilities, and carefully allocated budgets. They inventory available assets, personnel, technology, partnerships, and pinpoint gaps that require external support, then negotiate alliances or secure grants to fill those needs. When budgets tighten, they employ creative cost-saving strategies such as cross-training teams to handle multiple roles or leveraging open-source tools to replace expensive software licenses. Their plans include dual-use provisions, ensuring that resources invested in one area can be repurposed if priorities shift, thus avoiding waste. They also embed regular review points into their timelines, enabling iterative adjustments that keep projects on track even as circumstances evolve. For example, a Capricorn nonprofit leader might design a program rollout that uses volunteer networks in the pilot phase, then transitions to paid staff as donor funding solidifies, seamlessly ensuring continuity of services. This meticulous, resource-conscious approach allows Capricorns to pursue ambitious objectives without overextending or succumbing to scope creep. By combining visionary scope with exacting detail, they turn complex dreams into executable blueprints, teaching us that practical creativity in planning is the cornerstone of sustained achievement. 8. Risk management. Rather than treating risk as an unwelcome byproduct of enterprise, Capricorns elevate risk management to a core strategic art form, transforming potential threats into navigable challenges. They begin by constructing comprehensive risk registers that catalog every conceivable hazard: financial volatility, supply chain interruptions, reputational crises, cybersecurity breaches, and assign each a likelihood score and impact rating. For high-priority risks, they design layered mitigation strategies, hedging financial exposures through diverse investment vehicles, building flexible supplier networks to avoid production stoppages, and crafting robust communications protocols that preserve trust during brand crises. They practice scenario drills, role-playing complex response plans to ensure seamless execution under pressure. Their contingency budgets set aside funds for rapid deployment, while contractual clauses with partners automatically trigger protective measures such as penalty waivers or alternative service arrangements. On the personal front, Capricorns buy insurance policies that cover unforeseen life events, maintain emergency funds, and cultivate professional networks that can provide rapid assistance. What truly sets their risk management apart is the continuous feedback loop. Post-incident reviews analyze any near-miss or minor setback to refine models and adjust safeguards, ensuring the organization or individual grows more resilient with each experience. Through disciplined, proactive risk management, Capricorn reveals that fear of the unknown can be transformed into a structured discipline that empowers bold initiatives without courting disaster. 9. Adaptable tactics. While long-term strategies anchor Capricorn's endeavors, it is their skill in deploying adaptable, real-time tactics that ensures enduring success in a world of constant change. They treat tactics as living instruments, subject to rapid iteration based on real-world feedback. Using performance dashboards that track key indicators, such as sales conversion rates, user behavior metrics, or team productivity measures, they set predefined thresholds that automatically trigger tactical shifts. For instance, if a marketing campaign underperforms in a particular demographic, they swiftly reallocate ad spend to more receptive audiences or tweak messaging to better resonate with target sentiments. If a product feature generates unanticipated usage patterns, they divert development sprints to optimize that functionality rather than rigidly following the original roadmap. In operational contexts, they cross-train staff to perform multiple roles, allowing teams to reconfigure on the fly when sudden surges or shortages occur. They also foster a culture of empowered decision-making, equipping frontline employees with the authority to make minor course adjustments without waiting for top-down approval, thereby reducing lag time in critical moments. Even in personal development, Capricorns adjust daily habits, altering study techniques if test scores plateau, or shifting exercise routines when performance stagnates, always fine-tuning tactics to sustain progress. Through this dynamic application of adaptable tactics, Capricorn exemplifies that strategic agility, coupled with disciplined oversight, transforms static plans into living frameworks capable of thriving amidst unpredictability. 10. Emotional resilience. Capricorns weather life's storms with a quiet strength that seems almost imperturbable, forging emotional resilience through a blend of self-awareness, disciplined introspection, and steadfast optimism. When challenges arise, be it a career setback, a fractured relationship, or a personal loss, Capricorn doesn't deny their pain but acknowledges it fully, creating a deliberate practice of emotional processing that prevents overwhelm. They might journal each morning, tracking shifts in mood against daily events to identify triggers and growth opportunities. They establish structured reflection rituals, solitary hikes in nature, sessions with a trusted mentor, or meditation exercises focused on observing thoughts without judgment, providing safe containers in which emotions can surface and dissipate without hijacking their equilibrium. Furthermore, Capricorns frame adversity as an essential ingredient of character building, reminding themselves that each trial polishes resilience like wind ever etching a mountain peak. They draw strength from past victories, recalling moments when tenacity carried them through tumult, and they proactively cultivate joy in small victories, finishing a complex project, repairing a strained friendship, or mastering a new skill. This habitual combination of honest self-examination, restorative rituals, and celebration of incremental wins cements a mindset that adversity is neither permanent nor insurmountable. Through emotional resilience, Capricorn teaches us that true toughness isn't the absence of vulnerability but the capacity to hold vulnerability steady until growth emerges. 11. Steady confidence. Beneath Capricorn's measured exterior lies a bedrock of steady confidence born from years of proven competence and intentional self-investment. They know that genuine confidence doesn't blossom overnight but grows incrementally through preparation, practice, and lessons learned from setbacks. In professional arenas, they enter negotiations armed with rigorous research, rehearsed talking points, and fallback positions, ensuring they can advocate effectively without arrogance. When speaking publicly, they rely on thorough knowledge of their subject and anticipate counterarguments so that questions only reinforce their credibility. In personal pursuits, whether mastering a musical instrument or training for a marathon, they set incremental goals, celebrate each milestone, and build confidence muscle fiber by fiber. They also guard against overconfidence, seeking feedback from trusted peers and mentors to maintain a realistic self-assessment. This tempered approach yields a confidence that neither wavers in the face of complexity nor slides into complacency. Rather, Capricorn's steady confidence invites others to trust their guidance and inspires a collective belief that challenges can be met with competence and composure. 12. Humble leadership. Capricorn's leadership is marked by humility rather than hubris, as they understand that true authority arises from service and shared accountability. They lead by example, taking the most challenging shifts, tackling unglamorous tasks, and openly acknowledging when they don't have all the answers. In team settings, they solicit input from every member, recognizing that diverse perspectives strengthen outcomes. When decisions falter, Capricorn steps forward to accept responsibility, analyzes what went wrong, and transparently communicates revised plans without casting blame. They celebrate team successes generously, ensuring that applause focuses on collective effort rather than personal accolades. At the same time, they mentor emerging leaders, imparting not only technical expertise but also the value of listening, empathy, and modesty in positions of power. This blend of accountability, recognition of others, and commitment to personal growth fosters trust and loyalty, as team members feel seen, valued, and empowered. Through humble leadership, Capricorn demonstrates that influence is amplified when grounded in respect, authenticity, and a genuine desire to uplift others rather than dominate them. 13. Loyal commitment. Loyalty is the silent vow Capricorn makes, whether to a partner, a project, or a principle, and keeps with utmost seriousness. When they back a colleague through a high-stakes presentation, stand by a friend in turbulent times, or dedicate themselves to a long-term cause, their commitment is unwavering. They don't waver at the first sign of difficulty, instead, they invest the time and energy required to see things through. This loyalty extends to personal and professional relationships, built on consistent demonstration of reliability and trustworthiness over months and years. They honor agreements meticulously, follow up on promises without reminders, and offer support through life's unpredictable tides. In the workplace, this translates to low turnover and high morale, as team members know a Capricorn leader will advocate for them, safeguard their interests, and invest in their development. In friendships and partnerships, Capricorn's loyal commitment becomes a sanctuary, a place of predictable support where bonds deepen through shared challenges and collective joys. By modeling steadfast allegiance, Capricorn teaches us that loyalty is not merely a quaint virtue but a dynamic force that underpins lasting success and the deepest human connections. 14. Wise mentorship. Capricorns flourish as mentors because they blend seasoned expertise with genuine care, nurturing talent with the precision of a master craftsman guiding an apprentice. Having climbed myriad peaks themselves, they understand the complexities of growth and the pitfalls that ambush even the most well-intentioned climbers. They begin by fostering deep connections, listening intently to each mentee's aspirations and anxieties, then co-creating tailored roadmaps that balance ambitious stretch goals with achievable steps. They share practical know-how garnered from long experience, how to navigate office politics, refine presentations for maximum impact, or build professional networks that endure beyond any single role. Yet they also address the emotional terrain of ambition, encouraging resilience when setbacks strike and celebrating the small victories that often go unnoticed. Their feedback is delivered with candor yet wrapped in empathy, ensuring lessons land as encouragement rather than criticism. Capricorns mentor with unwavering consistency, holding regular check-ins to track progress, adjust strategies, and reinforce accountability. By modeling both humility and expertise, openly acknowledging mistakes they've made while sharing hard-won insights, they create a safe environment where emerging leaders feel empowered to take calculated risks. Through their wise mentorship, Capricorns pass the torch of competence and integrity to the next generation, teaching us that true leadership extends beyond personal achievement into the realm of cultivating other success. 15. Visionary leadership. Visionary leadership is Capricorn's natural domain, as they combine long-term perspective with the discipline to marshal resources and inspire collective effort toward future horizons. They articulate compelling visions, whether transforming an industry, revitalizing a community, or pioneering sustainable practices, that resonate at both strategic and emotional levels. Rather than issuing lofty mandates, they paint vivid narratives of what's possible, anchoring grand ambitions in concrete benefits that touch everyday lives. They then back these visions with detailed execution plans, forming cross-functional teams that bring diverse skills to bear on shared objectives. As challenges arise, Capricorn leaders maintain situational awareness, navigating obstacles with tactical agility while keeping their eyes firmly fixed on the ultimate goal. They cultivate a culture of innovation by encouraging experimentation within guardrails, rewarding creative problem-solving and learning from both successes and failures. Their leadership style emphasizes ownership. Individuals are empowered to take initiative, safe in the knowledge that their contributions align with a larger purpose. By weaving inspiration with rigorous implementation, Capricorn demonstrates that visionary leadership is more than idealism or directive authority. It's a collaborative journey where each stakeholder feels invested in shaping tomorrow's reality. 16. Timeless integrity. At Capricorn's core lies timeless integrity, a steady moral compass that guides actions regardless of external pressures or fleeting incentives. They view character as their most precious asset and safeguard it through consistent alignment of words and deeds. In professional contexts, they honor contracts in full, maintain transparency in negotiations, and report challenges honestly rather than hiding inconvenient truths. When errors occur, they step forward to own responsibility and implement remedial measures without resorting to blame or excuses. In personal relationships, they uphold promises with the same seriousness, valuing trust above convenience. This integrity extends to how they treat resources, financial, environmental, and human, mindful that stewardship matters as much as achievement. Colleagues admire their refusal to compromise standards for short-term gain, and communities respect their accountability even when no one is watching. Through their unflinching adherence to principle, Capricorn teaches that genuine success is inseparable from character, and that the legacy we leave is built not only on accomplishments but on the moral integrity that underpins every decision. Capricorn's 16 hidden powers, from unwavering discipline and analytical foresight to visionary leadership and timeless integrity, form a blueprint for achieving enduring success and profound influence. Their strengths lie in the harmonious blend of strategic patience and actionable momentum, in the balance of ambitious vision and practical execution, and in the unity of stoic resilience and empathetic mentorship. By embodying these qualities, Capricorns scale formidable peaks while uplifting and guiding others along the way, proving that true greatness arises from the union of steadfast character and intentional purpose. In learning from Capricorn's example, we discover that the journey to our highest aspirations is forged through disciplined effort, thoughtful planning, and an unbreakable commitment to integrity, a path that leads us beyond limits and into the realm of the truly unstoppable.